What's going on, guys? DoorDASH back here, and we're doing another ride along today. So today we are doing our first ride along of the month of August. So I didn't do any ride alongs last week. No Top Dasher this month. We are, like I said, we're out here doing a little ride along. So today's goal, $200. I'm going to be popping in and out, in and out, in and out, showing you what's going on with the day. It's a Wednesday, and I'm already on my first order. It's an order that Grubhub put in front of me, and I missed the fact that it was a double stack order for $12. I thought it was one order for 12 bucks, and I thought it was all going to be like in one nice concentrated area. And turns out I'm heading back into West Virginia. Now I don't have Top Dasher privileges, so you know, this doesn't really help me much in terms of if I have to restart my dash or anything like that. I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to be subject to whatever it is that's going on with DoorDash at the given moment. Now, luckily, I'm not really worried about DoorDash too much. I mean, I have Uber, I have Grubhub, I have Spark, Instacart, and all those tend to be better during this time of day anyways, especially Spark. So even if I do get kicked off or bounced off of DoorDash because I go out of the area, fine, whatever, we'll deal with it. And if I can't get back on for a little bit, we'll deal with it. It is what it is. That's why we have other options and opportunities. So, but this is where we stand, guys. So we're going to see what we can do today. Can we make 200 bucks? We did it the other day. We did it almost with a DoorDashless day the other day. Only did a couple of orders with them. And really focused heavy on Spark and Instacart and had a really good day. So I'm going to try to do the same thing and then focus on the food apps more at night. So we'll see what happens here, guys, and see how all this goes. Like I said, this order we're on right now was a double stack for Jersey Mike's. I was up near the Jersey Mike's, and then it brought me to Sakura. I've already delivered the Jersey Mike's portion, and now we're going to deliver the Sakura portion, and we're about 6 minutes from the customer drop off, and we're going to make a nice whopping $12.87. And again, being that this is a Grubhub order, we know it won't go up. We know we're seeing what we're seeing. We know there's no funny business, and which is one of the reasons why Grubhub is a great app as far as the transparency factor in terms of showing you what you're going to earn. It doesn't necessarily do a good job of reflecting the contract properly in terms of showing you what the customer paid and then of course what their fee is, but it does do a good job of letting you know, hey, we're not hiding anything. You're retaining $2 of the fare, or $3 of the fare, $4 of the fare, and you're keeping this, you know, the tip, and this is what the tip is up front, or no tip at all. Anyways, guys, that's where we stand. I'll be back to talk to you, and I'll see you at the drop-off. What's up, guys? DoorDash here. Terrible order, just like I thought it was going to be. After I realized I took it, probably should have got rid of it, but I did it anyways. It was like a 1643 order value. You'll see it up on the screen. Way too many miles. It offered me 9 miles, but I ended up driving 13, and I started the miles right from where I was at. So just overall, a absolutely atrocious order from Grubhub. You gotta watch what you accept, but anyways, it's all good. $12.87 is in the bank now. So we're gonna move on, find our next order, and go from there. See you soon. All right, guys, it was a little bit of a long wait. I was getting a little discouraged. I was trying to figure out what to do, so I said, you know what, I'm gonna go get lunch and just call it for right now. I'm hungry. I hadn't eaten anything yet today. Should have ate something before I came out, but I had a real busy morning with my kids and stuff. And then I thought, you know what? All right, I'm gonna ride up to Chipotle and get a burrito bowl, and I have a free drink with them. So I thought, you know what? I'll do that. got to Chipotle, and sure enough, I got a 14.56 mile offer. It was a stacked order for Chipotle, and then there's another restaurant up the street that we're going to get. But I said 14.56 miles, I'll do it. Right now, I drove a lot more miles to get up here, so it'll probably end up being about a probably about 12 miles round trip, 12 or 13 miles, and then I gotta head back down here to Chipotle because I still plan on coming here to eat lunch, unless I can catch an order heading back in this direction. So that would obviously be ideal. So this will be order number 2 of the day, 14.50. If you're keeping track, first order was 12.87, a stack order with Grubhub. This order 14.50, stack order with DoorDash. Battle of the stacks, guys. Let's see which one comes out better order value. Do you think this will beat the order value of $16 and some change on that last Grubhub order? Will DoorDash beat Grubhub? I think they will. We'll find out. We're going to go to this pickup. Obviously, if for some reason this food isn't ready, could be a problem, but I think we're going to be in a lot better position on this order than the Grubhub order, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hello, pick it up for Jill.
Jill, can I see your phone, please?
Sure.
All right, there you are.
Good deal. Appreciate it. How you doing, man?
Thank you.
You have a good one. Yep, thank you. All right, guys, Dad Dash here. We got that order delivered. So first order was the big tip. Second order was a no tip. So I suspect that could be the case. And but I did get the no tip. Well, I got, of course, you see the handoff. Should have seen the handoff that I got using my chest cam, and then of course I was also recording on my phone, but it got cut off because I was having to text the guy because he wasn't coming outside. And then, anyways, hopefully there's no issues. Hopefully it doesn't even need to be used. But you always just get a little concerned when you see no tip, and you know, you're like, okay. Anyways, but let's talk about it. Did this order beat out the Grubhub order? And it did. This was a $30 order value. So even though we had the no tip order in there, it was still a $30 order value. And I ended up getting $5.50 base pay for the order. Now you can best believe that DoorDash got more base pay on that order than that. I mean, or what they were calling base pay. But my fare, their fee for that order, for both of those orders, was probably substantially higher than what I received on the base pay front. And I got $9 on, you know, as a tip from one of the orders that they used to subsidize the lack of money in the money that they were keeping from my fare. But anyways, that is what it is. It is what it is. I'm agreeing to do it. I'm agreeing to work. So I'm not going to sit here and get too crazy about that, but just something to think about. So right now, to hit that first 100 of the day, which is always the first goal, 72.63 is what we need. So let's keep going. I'm going to head back in the direction of Chipotle, probably eat some lunch this time, and then I'll come back again, obviously, if I get another order. Talk to you soon. All right, guys, Dad Dash back here. So we ended up going to lunch, and we've been kind of around trying to find that next order, and I settled on a grocery pickup for Instacart. So we're doing, I believe it's 12, let's see here, it is $12. I know it's $12. $12.42. So these grocery pickups, if you're not familiar with what they are, it's akin to a DoorDash pickup or a Grubhub or a food delivery pickup. You basically go in, park, and they give you a shopping cart full of groceries, and then you load them in your car, and then you take them to the customer. Now, the customer doesn't think you're with Instacart. They think you're with the store that you're picking up from, and basically you just have to identify yourself as being with the store, and then you drop off the groceries. So anyways, we're here. There it is, Martin's right over there. We're gonna go in there to go pick these up, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got our bags. You can see we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like the order says. Start delivery. Let's load them up and get going. All right, guys, DoorDASH back here. Actually, I just realized I don't think I ever filmed after I dropped off the Instacart order. And I didn't film the drop-off because when I got there, the lady just met me right away. So it was kind of like I didn't even have a chance to get the camera in position. So anyways, and I was having cell phone connectivity issues, so it was kind of like a confusing thing. But anyways, we did make that delivery. Was successful. Ended up with a let's see here, what was the order value? $24.84 order value. It was a little bit of a mileage unfriendly trip, but we made it work. And that put us at about geez, let's see here, what are we at now? At about like what, 40 bucks for the day. So a little under 40 bucks. So I headed back in the direction of the hotspot area, and I ended up happening upon the Chipotle area that I was at. So I said, well, let me pull off there and see what's going on. And as I was sitting here, I got this is about the time of day when when Spark will heat up with shop and delivers and stuff like that, because they're starting to have a glut of orders that they can't get shopped, and they might have a shortage of pickers and stuff at a particular store. Anyways, a bunch of shop and deliver start coming through. And I picked up one here, $17.20, no tip. Could have been a really nice one if there would have been a tip involved, but there's no tip. But it's only picking like 12 items. So, and then we're going 3 miles from the store. And I was sitting pretty much right at the store. As you can see, that was the distance I had to drive from where I was sitting to the store. So we're gonna go in here, get this order picked, get it in the car, and then this will put us at about almost just under 60 bucks for today. Obviously, slow day, not quite the fast-paced day I would have liked. We've done a lot of turning down on DoorDash. In fact, just as I accepted this order, I got a $7.75 5-mile DoorDash. DoorDash has been absolutely garbage today, besides the one order I did, which wasn't even really that great. So it's just been one of those days where it's definitely not been a great day. But again, the nice part about this type of work is it takes 1 or 2 really, really good orders that can just clean it up and put this day in a win category. So we're gonna hope that that's what happens. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna run in here, get this shop done, and I will talk to you soon. How you doing? All right. No problem. Thank you. Yep, you too. What's up, guys? DoorDASH here, and as you can see, I'm back in my area, back in my favorite little posting up place. And I'm telling you, man, I don't think my mind's in this today. we made it all the way back here. We did deliver the, let's start at the beginning. All right, so we made the delivery for the Spark, which of course is our only 4th delivery. It's been now almost an hour since we dropped that off, and there was a few orders that came in, and I just found reasons to turn them down. There was one I missed because I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at a Spark order and it was over here, and it went away too quick. But essentially, the Walmart Spark shop came in at $26.46 order value, so it wasn't bad order value at all. Puts us at about I believe it was $58, I believe, for today. So this is not turning out to be. It's $5.53. Most of the day's gone, you know. Yeah, it just, I don't know, man. It's just not at all the day I hoped it was going to be. But it's like we've earned $56.99, drove 68 miles today. We're at 84 cents a mile. We've had a lot of dead miles, driving back and forth, not getting any orders. Our offered miles were 27.9. So we're at over $2 a mile for our offered miles, but it's what we did afterwards, riding back to here or there or everywhere, that has closed that gap and put us in the negative. So anyways, guys, I'm going to continue to look for orders out here. I'm going to see what I can do. I may change, man. I may have to just get out of here and go down towards West Virginia. It's just not feeling it today at all. And I'm seeing a bunch of sparked orders down there where I could be at that are a lot better looking than the ones that are up here. What the hell? Sorry. I'm seeing a lot of sparked orders. Like, for instance, I'm getting a $2.35 Uber. I mean, this is the stuff I'm dealing with. But now all I've got up here is 2 Spark orders, $10, $11, and $7. But I've seen a bunch of $15, $13, $14, $12, $19. But all of them are down in West Virginia, which doesn't make sense for me to take them right at this moment. But and then the offers I'm getting are very, very subpar. Like I said, there's like 2 offers. One I missed that was $19 for 11 miles, and another one that was $15 for 11, which I chose to turn down because I just didn't like the fact, with all the miles I've already driving 11 miles down, and I'm probably gonna have to drive almost every one of those back because it was for the Outback right behind me, and I don't believe there was going to be any extra on it. So anyways, that's where we sit, guys. Not a good day, but again, the funny thing about this is it can turn around. 2 or 3 orders and you can be right in striking distance of hitting the goal again. But we got to at least hit 100 today. You know, I can never go without, you know, if you don't at least hit 100, that's never a good day, and especially the way I have it arranged. But we're going to keep plugging here, guys. We're going to keep pushing. We're not going to give up. We'll go from there. I think I'm going to take a ride up the road here to the Sheets. That's up the road. Take a bathroom break, maybe get a drink, and see what happens or hits my phone in between here and there, and then I'll be back to talk to you as soon as I have something. All right, guys. Hopefully I have something soon. All right, guys. DoorDASH back here and letting you know I just stopped. I decided to go to the pilot station, which was a little bit closer in range. And I'm glad I did, because guess what? I ended up getting an order. I got as I was walking into the pilot station, I got an $18.50 10-mile Outback order. Now, you might say that sounds like a lot of miles, DoorDASH, and I might say, you know, you're 100% right. It does. But here's the deal. We've been waiting a long time. This is a bigger order. We can get this done. The area that I'm going to go drop off to is going to be, I believe, in an okay area that we might have a chance. Might. And also it gives us the ability to potentially change zones if we want to, because so there's some options here just to decide what we want to do and hopefully get us moving past. I know we'll be within a few minutes of moving past some restaurants that we can get orders at. So with that said, we are heading over to the Outback right now to go pick up this order. And we will then get this order in the car, and then I'll see you guys at the drop-off. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. All right, guys. DoorDASH back here, and we got that order completed and delivered for a $30.83 order value. Now, obviously, not enough to cover, unfortunately, the time it took between the last order, the Spark order, and now, but a good start to what we're going to call the start of dinner, hopefully. So, we're heading now back in the direction of our zone. See what happens, or see if we get something here. I'm live on Uber, live on Grubhub. There's also a Walmart down here that does a good bit of Spark, so I'm gonna make sure my Spark phone is on, and we're gonna see what we can get taken care of here, and see if we can make a comeback. You know, and see what we find. So, let's get things turned back on, and I'll be back to report to you. All right, guys, so it's getting busy. That's good. We delivered the McDonald's order, and it was a very nice order value. We exceeded the target time. I think we had a target time of like, what was it, 26 minutes, and we did the order in 20 minutes. So we had a 6 minute of what I call order equity, right? Stored up time, and we got an order within a minute. So we still have 5 minutes from that order to carry over somewhere else to help us out. But anyways, that's a good thing. We're going to Taco Bell now, right up the street, to literally come back right back in the direction we were coming from, 2 miles from the restaurant, to go deliver that. It's like a total of, I think it says 6 miles. It was like 4 miles to the restaurant, 6 miles backwards, for $10.74. Always a shot with Uber Eats that there's, you know, the potential here that this is $2.74 that they're sharing with the driver, which would mean that there's $8 tip, which would mean hidden tip. Don't know how much that would be, but could be a little, could be a lot. So we're about to get to Taco Bell right now, and the order value on that last order, I don't know if I said exactly what it was $33. So again, heating up, getting busy. We're making a comeback. Before this Taco Bell order, we needed $13.51. So after the Taco Bell order, we're gonna need about $2 to finish off our first 100. Obviously, it's 7 o'clock. We would have liked to have had this out of the way much sooner, but it's been a very slow day, one where we were sitting a lot and not working nearly enough. But we're trying to correct that now as we get into the final 2 hours of our business day, because I am off at 9, regardless of what's going on or where my earnings are at. So anyways, we're here, Taco Bell. There you can see, I think you can see it right there. We're gonna run in here, go get this food, and I'll see you guys at the drop-off. How you doing? Yeah, for actually Uber Eats for Matthew. Yep.
All right, here go the drinks right here.
Drinks right there.
That right out for you, okay?
Good deal. Appreciate it, man.
What is this, camera?
Was that? Yeah.
Camera?
Yeah, just a body camera. Yeah.
For your safety?
Yeah, just for my safety.
Oh, good.
Yep. Yeah. Yep, no problem. No. All right, guys, you guys may see, I don't know how much scenery you can see behind me, but you may see it's totally different than what you saw. It's a little darker, and that's because I didn't get a chance to film after that Taco Bell order because my wife called. So anyways, the Taco Bell order, let's go back in time to that. That was interesting. I go to deliver this thing, right, and I see in the notes, the guy writes in the notes, I will tip after the fact based on order accuracy and quality of delivery. Okay. I'm pretty certain the accuracy was good, and I thought the quality was pretty good. So we'll see what happens with that. It appears, based on what I saw there, that there was a $7.92 pre-tip done because Uber offered me $2.82. So just shy of the hidden tip. So we'll see if anything comes of that. You know, and we'll see. So next order, I'm driving, I'm on the phone with my wife, and DoorDash hits me up with a 1456 mile order. Now 6 miles in this area can take you a good distance, and I'm up in another area. I got an order right after this got done, or an offer. Didn't get an order because I didn't accept it. It was $3. So anyways, order value $28.02 for the Uber order. Of course, that's provided that this guy didn't go in and add additional tip if he liked my service. And then $34.80 on the DoorDash order. So both very strong order values. Both I had equity built up in both of them, and that puts us at over $100 finally, $111.73. It's about 8:07 p.m. As I told you, I'm not going past 9 o'clock, and I'm taking my last order at 8:30. And if I don't get an order by 8:30, I'm going to call it because I'm not going to go past 9 o'clock. So the hunt now is on. I'm going to kind of turn it into going home mode, where we're going to look for orders, hopefully going towards my house. Of course, if I find something that's a really good order, I'll take it. I'm not going to turn it down if it's something that's really solid. But we're going to start now heading in the direction of home, seeing if we can trigger something in the direction of home, and go from there. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon. All right, guys, let's go get this delivered. Final delivery of the evening. All right, guys, DoorDash back here. So we did get another order after the Outback order. We got a Chili's order. It wasn't the best of orders. We had a 20. It was a 10:25 amount. So it had a 24-minute target time, and we ended up. Now some of it was my fault. I made a wrong turn, so it ended up taking 28 minutes. So we exceeded it by 4 minutes for a $20. Looks like, sorry, a $21.96 order value. So it's our worst order value of the day, next to the first order that we did, which was the Grubhub, the ill-fated Grubhub order that I took. That was just kind of a silly mistake. But anyways, let's get into the numbers here, guys. Let's look at what we did today. It is 8:51, and the funny thing is, when I got to that drop-off, they tried to send me a $12 order, and I was like, oh man. But listen, I said I was quitting. I've already talked to my wife. That's what's happening. So there was no extra tip, no hidden tip at all today. We made $121.98. We were offered $121.98. We drove 136 miles, bringing our dollars per mile in at 90 cents in total for the day. Now, remember, that's in total for the day because our offered miles were 68 miles. So we made $121 versus 68 miles offered on our screen. So I accepted orders on a almost close to $2 a mile basis. We ended up with dead miles, which is something I keep track of, to the tune of about 7.6 dead miles, meaning those are return miles. Those are miles we spent maybe going from a hotspot to another hotspot. Again, a common occurrence in this market. That, again, something that I want any new driver and current drivers to really be aware of. And if you're using my sheets, it's going to hone in on seeing how many dead miles are you really actually driving out here, and how big of a deal is it. we ended up with, let's see here, working a total of 432 minutes or 7.2 hours. We did 9 total dashes or 9 total contracts, and our average order value for the time we were out was only $16.94. So not strong at all. But our delivery value, meaning our labor hours, we worked for about 277 minutes, and we ended up at a $26.42 order value. So not bad on that front. You know, a little low, a little too low to withstand the waits that we had in between, because we only had a 64% work rate. So we spent 36% of the time driving, waiting, returning to our, returning back to our zone because we got out of position based on the orders we accepted. Like I said, it was a very slow day. It was definitely, I hoped for more. Now, what that tells me is I should have accepted bigger orders. In other words, one of the things I can infer from that is if I'm going to wait, if I'm going to be selective, then you can't give in and you can't take orders that aren't going to compensate you for that wait time. Now, sometimes you got to just take stuff because sometimes it's just not there. It's just not in your market. And that's kind of how I felt about today, because we did have an average order size of $13.55, which is pretty stout. But I needed to really probably be closer to $20, definitely north of 15, in order to deal with that 64% work rate, and having only completed 9 total contracts for today. But that's where we stand. So let's get into the profit loss where it really counts. How much cash did we actually take home with us today? So we created $121.98 of revenue. We ended up with a $12.29 tax bill. We put $13.60 aside for our car expense fund, and then we had an actual gas cost of $9.87 for a shift profit loss or cash flow, or however you want to look at it. We took home with us to spend, which I'm about to go do right now at this Walmart, $86.22. So that's the story, guys, of the day. And, that's where I'll leave you. So I appreciate you guys watching. As always, guys, stay safe, stay profitable, and DoorDash will talk to you soon.